Find a way to show up every single day, whether it's sweat, blood, tears, energy, effort, whatever it takes. Where you are right now is your fault. Nobody else but your fault. There is a gun pointed to your head, and every single day you keep on showing up. Every single day you treat success as your responsibility. Every single day you treat success as your duty and your obligation. Your goals need to dominate your thoughts first before it dominates the minds of others. Hello, YouTube. Hey, let's go. All right, I know you see the title. Let's not waste any more time. Let's run it. 1, create your environments. You can't always rely on motivation. You can't always rely on your willpower. You can't always rely on your discipline. However, what you can do, you can force yourself by creating an environment that challenges you to always stay motivated. And I'll tell you a story real quick. So when I was a child, I used to work out 3 times a day, genuinely speaking. So the first one was in the morning. Immediately when I woke up, before I could even think, I would go straight to my living room. When I go straight to my living room, I would get my first workout in. It was about calisthenics. I was so consumed with the thought of getting back at calisthenics. So the first thing I would do is, when I wake up in the morning, I would go straight to my living room. When I go straight to my living room, I would practice my handstands. The next thing was, I would work out later in the evening. So I would go to the gym. I always knew that I was going to go to the gym. After I'm going to the gym, I intentionally chose a route that was very close to the park. So when the bus would drop me very close to my house, I would see the park. When I see the park, I knew I also had to get another workout in. I wasn't a super motivated kid. I wasn't crazy motivated. However, I tricked my brain into realizing that, okay, when we see this, we have to do this. When we see this as well, we have to also do this. Environment matters much more than your motivation ever will. And as a person who wants much more for themselves, I know you want, if you're watching this video, I know you want way much more for yourself. I know you want more in your finances. I know you want more in your habits. I know you want more in your physique. And as someone who wants that, you need to sit your ass down, acknowledge the fact that where you are right now is your fault. Nobody else but your fault. You need to take full responsibility that success is not luck. Every single thing that you have done, up until this point is your fault. Nobody else's. And when you acknowledge that, the next thing you then tell yourself is, success is not luck. Success is your duty, it's your obligation, and it's your responsibility. Every single day, you must find a way to keep going. And that's the reason why you need to put your environment. You need to create an environment so much that you're so charged. You need to create an environment so much that when you wake up in the morning, you can just literally lock in. Today was a very beautiful example as to why I did not even feel like I woke up this morning and I had no energy in me to even record a video. I had no energy to edit, I had no energy to record, I had no energy to script out a YouTube video, and I saw myself, I could stack 1,001 excuses as to why today I would not be able to do anything. But remember, when you lose days, you lose weeks. When you lose weeks, you lose months. And before you know it, you lose a life. However, if you win days, you win weeks. You win weeks, you win months. You win months, you win years. And before you know it, you win a life. It's so important to create your environment. And what I do is, today, that I knew that I had no motivation. What I just literally did was, I pulled out a picture of my parents. I looked at them and I was like, they're still working. I pulled out a picture of my guys and I looked at them and I was like, I can't show up for these guys the way I would love to show up for them. And I remember that. And that's where the excuses, I saw them disappear. They just started reducing and shrinking. Right before my very eyes, the excuses started reducing. And that's the power of your surrounding, the power of your environment, which you need to create. In the book Atomic Habits, it literally says it. You have to make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easier, make it satisfying. Number 2, a bigger why. I literally have a mentor who went from 0 to 10K subs in less than 5 months. And he always speaks about in his videos that he's gonna retire his mother. He's always gonna drive a Lamborghini Urus. He would describe even the color of the Lamborghini Urus. So precise and detailed. And at one point, I looked and I was just thinking that probably this is just all hype. But I looked and I realized it clicked for me. Every single great person were obsessed. The greats in history, the LeBron, the Ronaldos, the Messis, every single one of them, they were obsessed. And I realized that you can only be obsessed about something that's bigger than you. You can only be obsessed about something that is so enormous that it has you always thinking. And that was the moment that everything just clicked for me. You don't just only have to just think bigger. Your why has to be so huge. Your why has to be so big that it should scare you. It should make you afraid that when you're not working, you literally feel like you're not pouring into your why. Your why should be so bigger than you that you can lose yourself in it. You should be able to just lose yourself in your why. I'm realizing that every single time, the more I'm trying to even do my YouTube, every single time I'm not recording, every single time I'm not scripting out videos, I'm realizing that I'm not putting in the necessary effort, because the person who retires his parents is the person who's consistent with YouTube. The person who retire his friends, the person who's able to show up for his friends as a man of abundance is the person who is consistent with YouTube, earning money and monetizing his personal brand. So it makes so much sense as to why your why is so important. Your why is very important. Your why will literally create the reasons for you to show up every single day. Something I will even literally recommend you doing is you should have your goals, your standards. You should have them read to you. Record your goals and your standards, and you should listen to them every single day. Or you should be able to write down your goals and your standard every single morning. It will literally bring back your why to the forefront of your mind, because I feel like the reason why a lot of people lose motivation, lose discipline, is because they lose the desire. If you can bring back the desire every single day by writing it down, by committing to it every single day, it's going to be easy to stay locked in. It's going to be easy to stay motivated. The third point is focus on the inputs. A lot of you are very impatient. To be very honest, I get it. I used to always be like, when will my work finally start paying off? When would I start attracting the quality of women that I want? When am I going to start making that life-changing money? When is the business going to hit? For you, it might be, I'm trying to lose weight. When is the weight scale finally going to start dropping? When is the business finally going to start hitting? When is all my efforts, when are they going to start finally paying off? And I understand that really. To remember this one thing carefully, is you have so much control. You have so much power in you. And with that said, the one thing, you cannot control the outputs. You cannot control the results. You cannot control when the business will hit. You cannot control when the scale will actually finally start dropping. You can't control any of that. But one thing you can control is the inputs. What you put in every single day. The daily dues. Every single time. The 1% getting better. The 1% showing up for the great man that you want to be. That's what you can control. The 1% daily dues that you have to pay. You need to remember, the work works. Don't run away from the work. That is literally the only thing you can control. And when you focus on the work, when you focus on the inputs every single day, you realize that the results will come. The results will come. It will definitely come. If you can fixate your gaze on the inputs, the 1% showing up, you realize that every single thing starts reducing. You have less anxiety. The game is simple. Be consistent long enough. Eventually the results will come. I've never seen a great person who was persistent enough, who was consistent enough, who was relentless enough and not get the results. I've never seen it. Stay in the pain enough. I can assure you it's going to come. I can assure you it's going to come. Keep going, my guy. Find a way to show up every single day. Whether it's sweat, blood, tears, energy, effort, whatever it takes. Show up. Show up. Show up. It doesn't matter. Find a way. Create reasons to keep on showing up. Create reasons to keep on focusing on the inputs. Create reasons to keep on putting in the work. Create reasons to keep on putting in the daily tiny battles. To win the daily tiny battles. To win every single day. There is a gun pointed to your head, and every single day you keep on showing up. Every single day you treat success as your responsibility. Every single day you treat success as your duty and your obligation. And I can assure you, there is no way you're not going to come back. There's no way you're not going to have the results you need. I can assure you. All you literally have to do will be create the environment so that every single thing reflects that this is what you want. If it's be it you're trying to lose weight, the first thing you should probably do is when you wake up in the morning, find a gym close by and go straight to the gym. Create your environment. Make it very, very easy. Don't even complicate it for yourself. The next thing I will tell you is find a why big enough. You need to lose yourself in your why. Your why needs to be so big that it consumes you. Your goals need to dominate your thoughts first before it dominates the minds of others. Your goals need to dominate your thoughts first before it dominates the minds of others. Now the next thing will then be focus on the inputs. When you're so consumed with focusing on the inputs, and I say this like I got it from a book. The world wants to see you burn. They want to see you burn for something. The amazing thing about a fire is when a fire is burning, there's always people who try and sit around it. For a fire to keep on burning, you need more effort. You need more wood to sustain it. So the world wants to see you burn. When you burn, literally you have to focus on the inputs. The daily tiny battles, the daily dues, the daily things that you need to do to show up to become a great man. That's what's important. And that's the video for the day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you actually enjoyed that. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And stay blessed and peace.